And welcome to The Bright Side, your common sense nutritional program. It's really common sense. We simplify, every day we simplify the confusing and somewhat dangerous, when it comes to prescription drugs anyway, dangerous, rarely helpful world of medicine. The medical model tells us there's 12,800 different diseases, and if you fall for that craziness, you will be a ward, you will guaranteed be a ward of this ignorant medical model that has never done anything and can never do anything to reverse degenerative disease. Let me say that again. That's so important. We just assume that if we're sick, we'll go to the doctor, he'll make us better. But I'm telling you this as somebody who's been involved with medicine now since 1983. That's a long time, folks. The medical model has never done or can never do anything for chronic degenerative disease. It cannot. It's not in its power, with the exception, of course, of suppressing symptoms. Power comes from simplicity. Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain something to a kid, you don't understand it yourself. So as far as illness goes and diseases go, here's simple. This is as simple as it gets, folks. Disease is defense. Disease is defense. Disease is dis-ease. It's a lack of ease, and that's it. That means if you're dealing with a chronic degenerative dis-ease, you're dealing with a chronic lack of ease. That's it, folks. A chronic lack of ease. So logic tells you that if we want to feel better, if we've got multiple sclerosis or arthritis or lupus or whatever, if we want to feel better, we got to restore a state of ease. If we're in dis-ease and we want to get better, we got to go back into ease. We got to go into ease. Ease. What does it take to restore ease? Nutrition, the mighty 90, oxygen, and detoxification. And that, by the way, includes sugar. And that's it. It's that simple. Why is this such a hard sell? Why is this so hard to understand? It's almost comical. If it wasn't so sad, if it wasn't so tragic, it would be comical. Nutrition, the mighty 90, respiration, that is breathing, and eliminate toxicity. It's as simple as that, folks. That's all we need. And there's no doctor protocol, there's no medical intervention that's ever required. If you are dealing with a chronic degenerative illness and you have a physician, ask yourself this: are your drugs making you better? Is your doctor protocols making you better? Is it reversing your illness? Do you really want to address your health challenges by having a surgical procedure to have an organ removed? Wouldn't you like to address your health challenges for real? Wouldn't you like to address your health challenge on your own? Wouldn't you like to address your health challenge in a non-toxic fashion? Behind all disease, you're going to see a defensive response. Doctors call it immunity and inflammation. And I'm telling you, it's a defensive response. It's protection. Immunity and inflammation are about protection. It's the body's attempt to protect itself, to sequester and to isolate and to fight something off that it perceives as dangerous. That's it. And the point of entrance for this defensive response is always, always, always the blood, and most of the time it's coming in through the digestive system. Digestive system into the blood. All degenerative disease has at its core this element of dirty blood. Yesterday, Science magazine, love this magazine, highly regarded scientific journal published by the American Association for the Advancement of Science. Yesterday, they ran a story about the connection between a brain chemical called LD and seizure disorders. LD is a stress and emergency chemical, okay? It's produced in the brain. It's produced especially in nerve cells when nerve cells are under stress, and especially when nerve cells are depleted of oxygen, when they're running overtime, when they're burdened. Essentially, this article is based on research from the Nathan Klein Institute for Psychiatric Research at NYU, or New York University in Orangeburg, New York. They show that seizure disorders are linked to stress chemicals, period. And stress chemicals, this LD stuff, lactate dehydrogenase if you're a scientist, this LD stuff is linked to oxygen depletion. Now, where have you heard this before? We talk about this every day. I've been talking about it in my presentations now for almost 20 years. And it's not just seizures, it's all health issues. All health issues are a manifestation, chronic degenerative health issues are a manifestation of stress that follows toxic, dirty, suffocated, nutritionally depleted blood and cells, which arise more often than not, most of the time, from digestive distress. It's not medical, it's not doctor, it's lifestyle. And this is power. This is powerful. This is about empowerment. It's about making us powerful. This is about freedom. It's about independence. Independence from the medical model. Independence from your doctor. Independence from Obamacare. If you decide you love your doctor and you know that because he's a doctor, he's a health genius, and you know that when you leave your doctor's office, you and your kids and your family are going to be healthy and whole, and your doctor will save you if you're sick, that's great. But if you're beginning to get suspicious that perhaps your doctor doesn't really know what he's talking about, and perhaps the drugs and the diagnostics and the medical advice and the surgeries are not going to make you better, if you feel like crap because of the drugs you're taking, if you want to keep your organs, if you want to save your money, if you never want to walk into a doctor's office again, this message is for you. All health challenges are about nutrition, oxygen, and ultimately dirty blood. That is chronic degenerative health challenges. Nutrition, oxygen, and ultimately dirty blood. If you want to do one thing, just one thing to restore yourself back to health, clean the blood. So how does the blood get dirty? Only 3 ways. Digestive tract, through the nose, through breathing it in, and through injection or through the skin in some fashion. Obviously through the skin and through the nose are rare. That means it's the digestive system. When we talk about toxicity, we're talking toxicity in the blood. We're talking a red alert that follows blood toxicity, and this emergency response, this red alert that follows toxicity, involves clotting, sluggish movement of the circulation, the circulatory fluids, the lymph in the blood, then poisons deposited in the joints and the glands, more emergency response, etc. And it all starts off from dirty blood, which usually starts off from a broken down digestive system. We've been talking the last few weeks about short fats. I call them short fats, short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. Those little fat particles that are produced in the intestine in response to the action of bacteria, probiotic bacteria, and fibers, plant fibers. We eat plant fibers, vegetable fibers, grain fibers, seed fibers. They go into our intestines. Probiotics, as long as they're there, the good bacteria, eat those, munch down on those fibers. They release these wonderful, wonderful short-chain fatty acids, these particles of health and wellness. And if all disease, dis-ease, is a lack of ease, if all dis-ease, lack of ease, is about stress and emergency, then where do these SCFAs, where do these short-chain fats fit into the equation? Hang tight. We'll tell you when we come back from our break, and take your phone calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
Did you know every woman will layer on 14 pounds of toxins in use of cosmetics alone? Unfortunately, top brands women rely on to look their best may be hiding harsh chemicals that have been linked to cancer, organ failure, and birth defects. Longevity Minerals, an all-natural beauty line that heals your skin from the inside out. Try it today at www.morethanhighhills.com. That's www.morethanhighhills.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237. Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realists, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
The freeze-dry guy, a leader in the preparedness industry for 44 years, is closing his California warehouse. Don't miss out on this huge warehouse sale and receive discounts from 30 to 40% off on the finest Mountain House and Packaway brand freeze-dried and dehydrated foods for long-term food storage or even everyday use. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock survival gear. The Freeze-Dry Guy is offering a wide selection of freeze-dried foods in number 10 cans and even individually packaged entrees. Remember, meats, vegetables, fruits, and long-range patrol rations are the main components for any long-term food storage. This is limited to stock on hand, so hurry and call 866-404-3663. or 530-798-4414. Remember, as always, free shipping to the lower 48 states. So hurry up and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, this is limited to stock on hand. The freeze-dry guy is your choice for survival food in an uncertain world.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
The nation's largest independently owned and operated talk radio network. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
Okay, we're talking short-chain fatty acids, those molecules, those tiny little elements, little tiny fats that are produced in the digestive tract in response to fiber and probiotics. SCFAs, short-chain fats, short fats, whatever you want to call them, those are the chemicals of peace and relaxation. If all disease, dis-ease, is about a lack of ease, SCFAs can restore the body to ease. They have a calming effect on the body. Anytime you calm the body, you access healing. Calming the body accesses healing. This is so important because it allows us to take care of ourselves. It allows us to treat ourselves. It allows us to restore ourselves back to health without the medical model. Anything we could do to restore ourselves back to a state of ease is going to be in our health interest. When we talk about the mighty 90 essential nutrients, we're talking about restoring ourselves to a state of ease. Yesterday, by the way, there was an article published in the journal Critical Care. Using melatonin can provide more and better quality sleep in a simulated, noisy, and illuminated environment. That's even compared to eye masks and earplugs. You get better sleep by using melatonin than, at least according to the study, than by using an eye mask and earplugs. Those who took melatonin were found to have decreased awakenings during the night. Even compared to eye mask and earplugs group, they reported lower anxiety and they reported better sleep. Melatonin is also associated with anti-cancer and pro-immunity. And that's what I'm saying. This is why it's so simple. Anything we do to relax the body is going to improve our health. I don't care if it's a hot shower. Even a hot shower can restore your body, can help restore your body back to a state of ease and ultimately to a state of health. Short-chain fatty acids are molecules of calmness. We get them from foods. They also have appetite suppressant effects. This is another thing that happens when the body is in a state of ease. We eat less. Short-chain fatty acids have a calming effect on the body, and it should become as no surprise that they also have an appetite suppressant effect. Yesterday, an article was published in the journal Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism. Guess what? Check this out. Vitamins A, D, E, and K, animals that are supplemented, or mother animals that are supplemented, have children that eat less sugar. How do you like that? The mothers supplement with vitamins, and the kids eat less sugar. This is done on animals, but nonetheless, pups. It was done on rats. So rat pups from mothers who were supplemented or given supplements, given vitamins D, E, A, and K, had a lower preference for sweetness. They drank less of a sugar solution when their moms were on a high vitamin diet because they were calmer. They had the basics. They had what they needed. Nutritional supplementation calms the body. Nutritional supplementation, likewise, has an appetite suppressant effect. This is why people lose weight when they start a nutritional supplement program. This is why you don't need anything special to lose weight. You don't need any magical weight loss formulas. Just good supplements, a good nutritional supplement program. Likewise with short-chain fatty acids. Short-chain fatty acids have a calming effect on the body, and similarly, they have an appetite suppressant effect as well. They induce contentment. Short-chain fatty acids induce contentment. Drink some apple cider vinegar after your meals. Apple cider vinegar is a short-chain fatty acid, as we said on our last Bright Side episode. Short-chain fatty acids satisfy. They induce contentment. They induce satisfaction. This obviously can be very helpful after meals. They have anti-anxiety effects. Two very important short-chain fatty acid derivatives. One is called GHB, and another is called GABA. These are both derivatives of a short-chain fatty acid. They are brain chemicals. We eat butter, where we have probiotics, good bacteria munching down on fiber. They make something called butyric acid, a short-chain fatty acid. It goes into the brain. The brain then converts it into GHB and GABA, two very important brain calming elements. GHB is such a powerful, powerful brain calming substance, it's illegal. That's what happens when something works really well. It becomes illegal unless the medical model and big pharma have co-opted it. Then you get it by prescription. GHB, I used to make GHB in my lab until it became illegal. Unbelievable for sleeping. Oh my God, that has amazing relaxation effects. Gamma hydroxybutyrate, GHB. Then it became illegal, and you can't get it anymore. GABA is similar. You can use GABA if you have a seizure problem, migraine headaches. If you have a problem sleeping, GABA is a derivative of the short-chain fatty acid, GABA. It's a brain chemical. And it comes from short-chain fats, butyric acid. It's anti-seizure. Surprise, surprise. Relaxing the brain, relaxing the body, anti-seizure. If you're dealing with a seizure disorder and you're silly medical professionals giving you Dilantin or Tegretol, these are nasty, nasty drugs that are just going to put more burden on the body, just put more stress on the body, an already stressed out system. If you have a dis-ease and now you use a prescription drug, what's that doing? More stress, less ease. Cannabinoids also have anti-seizure effects on the body. The active ingredient in marijuana, of course, that's illegal too. The active ingredient in marijuana, the cannabinoids, relax the body. They're anti-seizure. They work via the same mechanism as GHB and GABA. And SCFAs. SCFA, short-chain fats, GABA, GHB, cannabinoids, nutrition, all of these relax the brain. Relaxation, no seizures. By the way, there's some researchers who actually blame one of the short-chain fats for the rise in autism. There's a particular short-chain fatty acid that's antibacterial and that's added to foods as a artificial preservative. Perhaps you've seen it. It's called calcium propionate, or sometimes sodium propionate, or potassium propionate. These propionates are derivatives of a short-chain fatty acid, and they have antifungal and antibacterial properties, and they're added to foods. And these propionates have been linked to schizophrenia and autism. Artificially added to cereals, especially, and breads, grains, propionic acid or potassium propionate or calcium propionate. These are all derivatives of SCFA, short-chain fatty acids, that are artificially added, throwing off the SCFA balance, artificially added to grains. And they have an antibacterial property, but it may be that because they're brain active, they may be linked, at least some researchers believe they're linked to autism and schizophrenia. If you have a friend or child or you yourself are dealing with these kinds of issues, get off the processed food. I guarantee you, 100% guarantee, just eliminating processed foods can reduce autism, can reduce schizophrenia, can reduce psychotic behavior, neurotic behavior, even anxiety and depression can be improved by laying off of processed foods. In my opinion, processed foods are way more important when it comes to autism and schizophrenia issues than vaccinations. For us to be blaming vaccinations and eating the fast food, that doesn't make any sense. Short-chain fatty acids have a dual nature. They have a watery nature and a fatty nature. In chemistry, elements or chemicals or molecules are either water soluble or fat soluble. They either dissolve in water or dissolve in fats. Well, short-chain fatty acids have a dual nature. They're watery and they're fatty, and this dual nature is one of the reasons, this is probably the main reason why they're so tremendously active. We talked earlier about coconut oil. Coconut oil doesn't really have short-chain fats. It has middle-chain fats, medium-chain fats, and these medium-chain fats are also watery and fatty, and that makes them extremely important for skin care and for cleansing agents. And if you don't want to use a cleanser, you know what? You can actually use a medium-chain fat that's found in coconut oil. You can actually use coconut oil as a cleanser. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha Clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
So who else will you meet at the Get Prepared Expo? For starters, from Republic Broadcasting, John Moore and John Statmiller. From GCN, Aaron and Brad Dakins, Joyce Riley, and me, Vincent Finelli. Joining us are the instructors whom you've learned to trust. Surgeon of the Year, Dr. Norman Shealy. Engineer, Matt Stein. The real Fox Mulder of the X-Files, Dr. Richard Allen Miller. Author and analyst, Captain John Reagan. Your counterterrorist from Central America, Mike Ma. Dental Center owner and my dentist, Dr. Howard Shane. Radiation instructor, Craig Douglas. Author and survivalist, Rich Sheben. Author, Judy Dollarhite. Cancer Center owner from Mexico, Dr. Patrick Vickers. Bug out expert and pilot, Captain Bill Sermo. Beekeeper, Jeff Maddox. Seedsman, Mike Knox. Author, Gayla Pruitt. Author, Harry Cooper. Food expert, Joe Acapinti. And Bill Whaley, the junk man. March 27, 28, and 29. GetPreparedExpo.com, the largest preparedness and survival expo in the USA.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market. The gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425-4610. Based on actual cases, results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services.
I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for joining us today. Let's see. Are doctors following the best practice when prescribing antipsychotic meds to kids? This is from, where is this article from here? From the Vermont Psychiatric Medications for Children and Adolescents Trend Monitoring Workshop. Apparently, these folks believe that doctors are giving out too much antipsychotic meds. Listen, there's no good drugs, but antipsychotic meds are among the worst. Nasty, nasty medications, especially the super high-powered ones. And you know what? So much of these psychotic behaviors that our kids are dealing with are linked to the same things that cause other health problems. Toxicity, including sugar, lack of oxygen, lack of nutrition, processed foods, dis-ease, a lack of ease. Over and over and over and over again, we see this. Degenerative diseases, mental health issues linked to problems with foods, problems with digestion, problems with the nutritional depletion or nutritional deficiencies, a lack of ease in the body. Over and over and over again, we see these trends. Short-chain fatty acids, we've been talking about them for a couple of weeks now. Unbelievably calming for the body. This is the gut-brain connection, the gut nervous system connection. If you have a mental health issue of any kind, think foods. Before I went to break, I was telling you about a short chain or a fatty acid that you can use to clean up with, to clean your face with. You know, soaps and cleansers and cleansing itself is one of the most, it's the harshest thing we do to our skin on a regular basis is use soaps and detergents. And they are types of detergents. Well, guess what? Because short-chain fatty acids and medium-chain fatty acids, especially that are found in coconut oil, are water-soluble and fat-soluble. They help dissolve oils, dissolve makeup, and they can combine with water because they're watery as well. You can use coconut oil as a cleanser. It's a wonderful cleanser. Just put some coconut oil in your hand, add a little water. You won't suds. You won't get any suds, but it'll cleanse makeup. It'll cleanse dirt. It'll cleanse oil and leave your skin feeling soft as well. It's not going to really do anything medicinal to your skin, but it's a great, gentle way to take advantage of the fatty acids in the coconut oil to help clean your face in a non-toxic, non-irritating fashion. All right, that's just an aside. I'm going to be talking a lot about skin here in the next few days. My new skin health products are going to be coming out here in a couple weeks, and in honor of those new products, Truth Treatment Systems, we're going to be talking a lot about skin. We'll be talking a lot about short-chain fatty acids as well, as we continue on the bright side, talking about the simplicity and the ease of reversing chronic degenerative dis-ease. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's hit the phones. Time to go to let's go to Texas and talk to Sarah. What's up, Sarah? Welcome to the bright side.
Hello, am I on?
Yes, you are. What's going on, Sarah? Good morning.
Good morning. Well, I currently am on 160 milligrams of methadone, and would love to know
how to get off.
How to get off safely.
What's it doing to your digestion?
It's horrible.
I'm sure it's clogging you up, right?
I've got constipation, and I just went to the doctor. I have swollen lymph nodes on my pancreas and my liver. I suffer with daily nausea.
Oh, my God. How long have you been on the methadone? How long have you been on?
April 4th will be 4 years.
Oh, my goodness. And they gave it to you because you're on opiates, probably, right?
I did start the opiates for some chronic pain condition that I was in, and when I went to get off the opiates, it was a little harder to do than I thought, and so they transferred me to the
So they gave you another opiate. They gave you a prescription opiate. That's what methadone is. Yeah. Well, does that make sense?
Perfect.
What's the point? What's the point of getting off of one opiate and now you're hooked on another one?
It's controlled my life.
The methadone has?
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go, because you have access to it, right? It's not the methadone; it's the ease of access. Because now you can just go get methadone. You don't have to run around trying to find an opiate fix. Now you get it just at the pharmacy. Is that right?
Well, at the clinic, but yes.
At the clinic. Yeah, it's easier.
A certain amount. So
but you're still hooked. But you're still hooked on it, right? So you haven't changed the problem. It's just easier to get it. Here's the deal: opiates, methadone. When you wean off methadone's a calm. Opiates in general are calming, right? Methadone is calming. It kind of shuts things down. That's right. So when you kick methadone, your body will rebound, and instead of calm, you're going to be incredibly freaked out. Have you ever tried to get off of it?
I was originally on 230 milligrams, and I've been slowly reducing over the past
Have you ever tried to tried to stop cold turkey? I'm just going to just yes or no, because I want to make a point here. Have you ever tried to stop cold turkey? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so when you stop, you're totally freaked out, right? Instead of calm, you have this amazing anxiety, not amazing, but this unbelievable anxiety, jitteriness, insomnia, fever. Instead of constipation, now you have diarrhea, right? Did that happen to you? So what happens is the body, it's been storing everything up, and then you stop the methadone, everything just comes out like a monster. It explodes. So what you want to do when you're weaning yourself off of methadone or any opiates is you want to start to use calming agents, nutritional calming agents. First of all, the Mighty 90 essential nutrients are tremendously calming, just that alone. It's not specifically calming, but it gives you a general sense of calming. So as you're weaning yourself off your methadone, if you're on 160 now, go to 150, 140, 120, 100, 80. Wean yourself off slowly. And as you're weaning off the methadone, make sure you're calming the body down. Number one, with the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, get on the Healthy Start Pack. Number two, with all the things we've been talking about in terms of short-chain fatty acids, go get yourself some GABA. Do maybe 100 to 200 milligrams a couple times a day, and maybe a little extra before you go to bed. Okay? Make sure you're using hot baths and hot showers. If you can get massages, those are all great. These are all ways to calm the body down as you're weaning yourself off of the methadone. GABA happens to be amazing. Apple cider vinegar can also be helpful. Stay away from any foods that cause inflammation or that are difficult for the body to process. Get yourself on some good probiotics, and make sure you're practicing slow, deep breathing. In fact, you might want to start practicing slow, deep breathing even before you wean off the methadone, so you have enough oxygen. Your cells are oxygenated as you're coming down off of the methadone. Number one, the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. Get on the Healthy Start Pack. Number two, go get yourself some GABA, G-A-B-A. You may also want to try some melatonin, maybe 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams a night. You want to take it at night because it'll help. It'll make you drowsy. Lithium orotate can also help you in terms of relaxation. Make sure you're practicing your deep breathing techniques. Stay away from any problem foods. And then the short chain fats, coconut oil and apple cider vinegar, have a general relaxing effect on the body. Same with fiber and probiotics, as we've been talking for the last couple of weeks. If you can get a hold of the archives, listen up to the last 2 weeks or so as we've been talking about the short chain fats and their relaxing effects on the body. What you're going to need to do as you're weaning off the methadone, to cut to the chase here, Sarah, is you're going to need to calm the body down. As you wean off the methadone, make sure you're relaxing the body. If you can take a week off from work, that would be great. Just stay home, just completely relax as you're weaning yourself off the methadone. And then once you get off of it, stay off of it, and don't mess around with any more of the pain pills or any of the opiates that the doctors give you. Does that help you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. I've got the GABA and the melatonin already.
Lithium also. More fiber and probiotics. Apple cider vinegar. Stay away from any processed food and get yourself on the Healthy Start Pack. There's tons more, but the general idea is you got to calm the body down. Got to move. Thanks so much for your call, Sarah. God bless you. Good luck with everything. I hope that works. Have a beautiful day. All right, hang tight if you're on hold. We'll get to you when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We're going to take a time out and come back with more good health information in your phone calls right after this.
Many scientific studies have linked inflammation in the human body to several common health challenges suffered by Americans every day.
This idea about essential fatty acids getting turned into inflammatory or non-inflammatory chemicals. If you're dealing with an inflammatory issue like arthritis, and many diseases and many immune conditions have inflammatory components. If you have any inflammatory issues, essential fatty acids are maybe the most important nutritional supplements you could use. If you have fat absorption problems, you're going to want to take your EFAs with digestive enzymes, with fatty meals. It can also help improve your ability to process and absorb these super mega important nutritional compounds, essential fatty acids.
To keep inflammation at a minimum in your body, do what Ben Fuchs does and order Ultimate EFAs and Ultimate EFA Plus from Longevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Gemstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Gemstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Want to listen to your favorite GCN hosts and programs without a radio signal or internet? Just call 605-562-4213. Get instant access to all GCN live feeds right on your phone, anywhere you want, anytime you want. 605-562-4213. It's our way of ensuring everyone has the opportunity to enjoy GCN. 605-562-4213. The future of talk radio. GCN.
By now, you heard about Bitcoins, but did you know that over 65,000 businesses accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co, because at bidbit.co, you can receive Bitcoin by selling your personal items or business products. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products quickly, easily, and securely at bidbit.co. That's bidbit.co. bidbit.co.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
All right, welcome back to the bright side. Let's go to Montreal and welcome Mike. What's going on? How you doing, Mike, this morning?
Hi, Ben. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's going on, man?
I'm calling about my niece. She's 6 years old, and she's been diagnosed with NF1, neurofibromatosis type 1.
All right. That's, for the listeners, that's kind of a growth issue on the nerve cells. Tumor. Does she have tumors?
Yes, she does.
Okay, yeah, it's a sign that cells are dividing crazily. They're dividing out of control. Usually when that happens with a kid, that means something has been going on dramatically. It takes a long time for cancers and tumors to show up. If a kid's got it, something dramatic has been happening in the kid's life. What else is going on with the kid before the cancer, especially before the issues occurred, and how long has she had the issue?
She's had the issue for a bit more over a year. It started basically with a lack of appetite, although she's had masses.
No, not how it started. Not how it started, Mike. What happened before? What was going on in her life before? That's going to give you a clue to how the cancer developed, how the tumors developed. Usually there's something going on in the digestive system. So what you want to do, just to cut to the chase here, is you want to start focusing on digestive health, staying away from any kind of processed foods and cereals and hormone-laden dairy, etc., and try to keep her eating as cleanly as possible. Soups are very helpful, and vegetable juices can be very helpful as well. You may want to make sure she's using the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, and then selenium is also very important, very anti-cancer and very important. Usually cancer involves cells that are growing out of control, and cells learn to grow, or not grow correctly, I should say, at the level of the cell membrane, which is fatty. So cancers oftentimes have a fatty component. There's a link to either fat digestion or a lack of fats in the diet, good fats, I'm talking essential fatty acids. So make sure she's, number one, processing her fats. If she eats fatty foods and you notice there's diarrhea or some kind of digestive distress, that's a major clue right there. A little bit of apple cider vinegar after meals can help. Make sure she's using her essential fatty acids. If she's, I'm assuming she's able to take capsules, 1 or 2 of the Ultimate EFAs every day, in addition to 1 of the Ultimate Seleniums every day. Have her sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And then in terms of the digestive system, in addition to staying away from problem foods, make sure she's on eating fermented foods if she'll eat them. And also probiotics. Good bacteria can be very, very helpful for all growth issues, for all cancer issues, cell growth issues I'm talking about, and that includes cancer, and that includes skin issues like psoriasis and eczema that are caused by cells not growing correctly as well. So if she had any problems, any health problems before the cancer developed, the tumors developed, that's going to be major information for you, because that will give you a clue, that will give you data as to how the disease formed, how the disease began. And what we want to do is go backwards. We want to work backwards. You're looking at the symptoms. Your doctors are looking at the symptoms. The tumors are the symptoms. They're not the problem. They're the signs of the problem. And what you want to do, if you want to address the problems, you want to backtrack, work backwards to where the problem began, and that will give you very valuable information. In the meantime, Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, Selenium, Ultimate EFA, staying away from processed foods, and then correcting digestive health issues, eliminating any foods that cause problems, in addition to using fermented foods and probiotics. All right?
Should I get off of gluten as well?
Oh, heck yes. Heck yes. It's not so much getting off of gluten, though. It's getting off of things that cause problems, and gluten is something that causes problems. So you don't want to focus on the gluten itself. Yes, eliminate gluten for sure. But what you want to focus on is eliminating anything that's a problem, that causes constipation, that causes diarrhea, that causes gas and bloating, and gluten is top, near or near the top of the list. Dairy is up there as well. All right, Mike? Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. God bless, buddy. All right, let's go to Dan in Texas. Welcome to the bright side, Dan. What's up, buddy?
Yes, sir. My mother is taking Cristar. She's taking glibazide.
Oh, jeez.
Insulin shots, and they got on a low cholesterol diet, no eggs, no salt.
Because they're boneheads. They're boneheads. Even the dietary guideline advisory council, made up of doctors, government-appointed doctors, last week or a couple weeks ago, came out and said cholesterol in foods is not a problem. Tell your doctor to get on the internet or do some research. Okay, and it's not a lot of research because it just came out a couple of weeks ago. So you got to eliminating cholesterol. If your doctor, not just you, Dan, anybody listening, if your doctor is still on this eliminate cholesterol, low cholesterol diet, he's an extra bonehead. He's a double bonehead. Because this just came out, it was in the New York Times, it was in the press just 3 weeks ago, or whenever it came out, just saying cholesterol is not a problem, cholesterol food is not a problem. Anyway, diabetes and elevated cholesterol go hand in hand. They're both issues of energy. The body is getting too much energy and not using it correctly. Energy comes into the body through sugar. So you want to think about diabetes and elevated cholesterol, and by the way, high blood pressure, and also obesity and weight problems as being dietary issues involving refined carbohydrates and sugars. Now, there's also other things involved, for sure. But the first thing you're going to want to do is start to reduce your intake, not of cholesterol-containing foods, but of bread and pasta and potatoes and cereal and rice and processed flour, cookies, desserts, all of those kinds of foods that we all love so much. And the best way to wean yourself off of those foods is to eat more protein and more coconut oil and butter, and then to make sure you're on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients. Get her on the Healthy Start Pack, number 1. Get her on the Sweeties, number 2. Have her finishing all of her meals with apple cider vinegar, number 3. Have her restricting her intake, ideally zero tolerance, of refined flours and carbohydrates and insulin spiking foods. Sweets and soda pop and fruit juice are all included there. And if it's hard for her to do, and it probably will be, have her eat more protein. You go get the Slender FX if you want a nice protein supplement, and coconut oil, and then have her enjoying lots of salt. In fact, combining coconut oil, salt, and butter and coconut oil, along with salt, Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt, and vegetables, steamed vegetables or braised vegetables, is an awesome, easy way to wean yourself off of potato chips and cereals and all the corn kinds of products that we love so much. It's very, very easy. And you know what, Dan, you'll notice results within 48 hours of this program. She'll notice that her blood sugar is more stable. She'll notice that she feels better, and eventually she'll be able to wean herself off of her medication and have her eat eggs, egg yolks especially. And you tell your doctor I said that. And if he has a problem with it, have him call me on the bright side, and we'll have a discussion in front of everybody.
Okay.
Right?
All right, so the insulin shots, and it's safe to get her off it little by little?
You're on your own on that, my friend. I can't tell you what to do, but if it was me, I would be getting off of it as soon as possible, yes. I'd be weaned. Okay. But I'm not telling you what to do in terms of, she's being cared for by a doctor, so I got to be careful here. But if it was me, that's what I would be doing. All right?
One of her legs is red, like right below from the knee on down. It's red. It's got like little sores, and the doctor says it's from the diabetes.
Yes, it is from the diabetes. Absolutely. It's one of the things that happens when we have diabetes. Diabetes is one of the manifestations, or one of the things that is associated with diabetes, is poor circulation. As we eat sugar, and as that sugar is out of control, the sugar actually explodes inside the blood. Sugar is very explosive stuff, so the sugar molecules explode. Literally, I'm not being figurative here. They explode. They catch fire, molecular fire, not real fire, but biochemical fire, inside the blood vessels. That means the blood becomes clogged, the blood becomes dirty, the blood vessels themselves become damaged. All of that impacts the flow of blood through the body. So like I was talking at the beginning of the program, dirty blood. Once the blood starts to flow poorly through the body, at the extremities, the feet and the legs and the hands, that's where you run into most of the problems. The eyes, diabetes is a leading cause of blindness. It's a leading cause of amputation. It's a leading cause of foot problems. All of this is related to poor circulation. Once she controls her sugar, insulin shots and the metformin and the glipizide, that's not going to help her control her sugar. That's going to poison her body even further. But once she restricts her intake of sugar and uses the sweeties and uses her B vitamins from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and gets her all of her nutrients in the Healthy Start Pack, her body will start to control the sugar and she'll notice better circulation. If you want to do something real quickly, hot baths, have her soak her feet in hot baths, and when she comes out of the bath, the surface of her skin is going to be a little bit dry from the water. Have her use some coconut oil on her feet or on the skin itself to relieve some of that dryness, but the hot water will open up the blood vessels in her extremities and improve circulation. And the same with deep breathing techniques. All of that will, the hot water, deep breathing techniques, even massage, even just relaxation will open up the blood vessels, improve circulation throughout her body. No doctors required. And then make sure she's on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, the sweeties, and staying away from any insulin spiking foods. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Does that help?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy. Take care. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Apologize if we left you on hold. You got a call earlier in the show, and we'll get to take you. I apologize. I hate leaving people on hold, but that's just how it is. On the bright side, thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, and please join the Bright Side Ben team. Call the phone team at 866-735-2470 for a one-time $10 fee. You can be a part of our mission to help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a wonderful, awesome, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
We, the people, grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, then carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates. 1-800-425-4610. Based on actual cases, results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services.